love it. They don't love it. I've been laid back so.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll see Joe Mixon. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Cards and the Dolphins under the lights on Monday night.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. If those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Achane to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. A little short pass here to Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The Dolphins at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 33-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, look at this Arizona defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass. But the bottom half.
The Cards get to it here. He's brought down for a sack. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. He'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still...
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. It's Mixon on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott to about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now a pause for the injury, and that is as Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And off to Achane to begin the drive. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
13 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Now Tua steps away. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Tua going to throw. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run, Achane. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Achane once more, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Murray now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. On play action, it's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Devon Achane to the offense, ready to go once again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Still on his feet. Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Murray's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Murray from midfield. They shakes him off. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, Murray. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. Butker's kick here is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Murray now to throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Murray again. That's into the hands of Pascal. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Murray going to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field. So let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Connor up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
Murray now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Hill shedding the tackle, and he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Elliott running right. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jalen Phillips able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
To throw is Murray. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Johnny Hecker now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Offense now making their way back out onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Murray trying again after the pick six. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
On gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Murray now on first down. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now Murray's got to have this one. That is caught. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. to throw. It's Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Go ahead.
Tua going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Here's Murray. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football. Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen. But the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.